Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, Joe Biden yesterday did just another political ploy. They actually think they can get away with all of the appearance that they're doing something. And they look like clowns because they are clowns. Joe Biden announced yesterday that he was releasing 50 million barrels of our emergency strategic oil reserves. Well, folks, that is 2.5 days of what we consume. However, it was found out that it looks like this oil isn't even going to be shipped here. It's being shipped overseas. Then we have his energy secretary, Granholm. You know, the laughing. She laughs like Kamala. She was asked at a press conference if she knew what the daily oil consumption of the United States was, and she did not know that basic answer. You would think that an energy secretary would want to bone up a little bit upon the facts of what our, I mean, do you believe that? The energy secretary. That's one of those moments where I don't know if you can come back from that. She's a clown. Just like Kamala can't come back from her laugh fits. She's a clown. And then we have Biden at this press conference. He had his Anchorman moment. He read, end of quote. Anything on a teleprompter, end quote. He read that. And Joe Biden, Mr. Energy that he is, 79 years old, Alzheimer, has actually said he's running for re-election, and he says the alternative is very, very bad. Is he talking about Kamala? Is he talking about Kamala? Joe Biden for yeah, right. Then we have a new poll. Trump is now beating Biden in 5 blue states. Wow. You wonder why Trump's going to run? And by the way, speaking of Trump running, you know, the people that are going to have a conniption fit about Trump running is all of those Republicans, like Karl Rove, example, McConnell, who are, guess what? They're shut out of the power base. Trump tried to play with them, play nice, and look what happened. There's no way he's going to play with them again. And these people crave power. Can you imagine what it's like for a person like Karl Rove, that there's a Republican president and he doesn't have any power? Oh, it's got to kill him. It's got to kill him. Then we have Biden ignoring the court orders, and because it involves an issue that we don't want to talk about on YouTube, I'll just leave it at that. Then we have the public in Wisconsin at Waukesha, where this parade happened. You know what, folks? These people are mad, and it is symbolic of what's going on in America on this police crime issue. I'm going to do a separate show, probably pre-recorded, about the law on the bail issue. Then we have the poll, a new poll, that shows the majority of Americans do not think any American should lose their job because of the vax mandate. Tides turned. Tides turn. Eyes are being opened. Then we have Catholic University depicting a painting of George Floyd as Jesus. Unbelievable. I want to ask you this question. Who did more harm to this country, more pain, than the guy who ran through that parade or the death of George Floyd? What they did, what the left did with George Floyd, when all of America felt bad for the guy, despite his background and record, he didn't deserve to die. What they did with that on the race issue is evil and despicable. Now they're going to make him Jesus? Really? George Floyd, Jesus? The dollar stores, the dollar store is now increased the prices to $1.25. I wonder if they got to do a complete rebranding. $1.25. $1.25. We ought to grab that website, trademark it. $1.25 stores. Manchin reports that his voters in West Virginia are against Amnesty and all this immigration going on. You know, Manchin ought to switch parties. He ought to switch parties. January, General Mills has announced that in January they're going to raise their prices 20%. Yeah, inflation's peaking. Yeah, really. Shipping prices are up 500 to 1,000%. Yeah, it's just going away. Elizabeth Warren wants to sick the DOJ on the poultry industry for their prices. See, they create the problem and then they try to blame everybody else. Then Stephen Colbert, last but not least, Stephen Colbert, I think I got some add-ons actually. Stephen Colbert says, we need to consider eliminating self-defense. You see what happens to these guys? I mean, they are off the... You would think that somebody would... Like Jim Carville. You know, he goes nuts. Bill Maher goes nuts. You would think these people would wake up. No, they just keep going down the road. There's a great story on Real Clear Politics that John Durham... There's more and more speculation of them going to get somebody real in this thing. I'm going to do a special show on that soon. Despite a yearly reminder from the CDC 2020 survey, 78% of participants said they either wash or rinse turkey before cooking. The CDC wants to control how you cook your turkey. Can't make this up. Channel 5 News trying to send a message something can be done about the strategic $50 million. WLWT reports gas prices could fall with release of oil from National Reserve, but doubts remain. Walking lockstep with their partner. You see who these people are? Those are little girls in that parade that were hurt. See this little boy? This is a little boy that was killed in that parade. The Biden policies. Now this is incredible. Channel 5 again. President Biden aims to do what presidents often can't, beat inflation. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, every single president, Democrat and Republican, since Jimmy Carter has handled inflation just fine. We have had no inflation problems of any significance since Jimmy freaking Carter, 1980. 1980. For 41 years we haven't. They've all beaten it but Joe Biden and Jimmy Carter. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, you have a great Thanksgiving.